Hi, everybody. My name is Siobhan. I work at Foursquare, and what I think about all day is what's going to motivate you to take your phone out of your pocket and check in. And in doing that, I've discovered these 5 no-fail laws of engagement, which you can apply to your site or your product to bring people back over and over again. Okay, guys, so the first law: surround us with community. We're social animals. There's safety in numbers. This makes a lot of sense. We want to be surrounded by all of our friends and our followers to get those awesome comments and retweets and likes that just make us feel validated and great about ourselves. But even anonymous communities are also powerful. And my favorite anonymous community is Post Secret. And it's a site where people write their secrets on a postcard and publish them for the entire world to read. And what's so great about it is the feeling of belonging that you get when you read all these other people's secrets. It brings you back to the site over and over again. Okay, so moving on, the second law: give us tools to express ourselves. We all feel like we have something to say. We all think we're important and have a unique opinion. I mean, even this 95-year-old woman, she writes Advanced Style. It's a fashion blog for the senior citizens. But maybe you don't want to have a blogging platform. Maybe you just want to add comments to your site. Whatever it takes to feel like our voice means something. You could add comments, you could add likes, ask us to answer questions, ask us to vote on things, whatever it takes. We want to feel like we matter. Okay, moving on to the third law. That was actually a year ago, which is funny. The third law: use rewards to make us feel special. And we're going to start with the reward of exclusivity. I used to work at Gmail or Google, and when we were launching Gmail, we wanted to scale the service slowly, so we had this invite system. And what we didn't really realize was the amount of demand the invite system would create. I mean, all of a sudden, everyone wanted a Gmail invite because you couldn't get one. They were going for $500 a piece on eBay. We were astounded. And now we've seen over and over again, by making it exclusive, people want in. You could drive people to your site. It's a great tool. Another way you can reward people is through competition. You could try to beat yourself or beat your friends. You could shit talk with your friends about who's at the top of the leaderboard. We've seen husbands offer to go on extra errands so they could check in at the grocery store, not because they love their wives, but because they want to snipe ahead of them on the leaderboard and win at Foursquare. We see this all the time. Finally, you could reward us with reputation. We want to feel like we're more important than everyone else. So Quora does a great job at this. Write a better answer, get voted up. On Turntable, play better music. You get that bigger, better, awesome, ninja avatar. Okay, fourth law is really simple. We are hypnotized by pretty pictures, so give us something pretty to look at. Instagram knows this well. It's a whole company based on creating, sharing, and browsing rich, beautiful imagery. It pulls us in, and it keeps us there. So give us something pretty to look at. And the fifth law is that we are curious animals, so target our curiosity. Evolution has made us pay special attention to things that we don't understand, things that might surprise us, things that don't quite make sense or aren't predictable. And so that means that when you surprise us, it grabs our attention. We do this in Foursquare all the time. You check in, and you never know what you're going to get. It's like a slot machine. Sometimes you might even get a badge. So use surprise in your applications, and you'll grab our attention. You could also target our curiosity by recognizing that as humans, we love to categorize things. We need to put the world in order that we can make sense out of, so then we can apply them to our daily lives. Pinterest gives us an endless stream of disorganized chaos, and we are addicted to putting them into different boards, and we'll be up all night trying to organize all these pictures. Finally, target our curiosity by being a little bit of a tease. Give us just a tiny bit of the story without the whole thing. The 7 habits of highly effective people. Immediately, you want to know what those 7 habits are. Whew. Okay. So now I'm going to take a bit of a step back and talk about Las Vegas. I absolutely love Las Vegas. I think it's the most fun place on earth. I can't wait to go. And it makes a ton of sense because Las Vegas is the 5 laws of engagement manifest in a place you can go. I mean, it's the 5 laws on earth. There's the community. You could express yourself however you want. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. There's the reward of exclusivity. I, as a girl, can bypass all these chumps in line and get into the club. I'm also rewarded by money, and that's not the best reward of all, right? Las Vegas, though, it may not have a lot of taste. It is nothing but visually stimulating. And finally, Las Vegas targets your curiosity because you're going to be up to 5 a.m. trying to figure out what this guy's tell is. So Las Vegas gets it all so right. It's kind of perfect, right? Well, then why does Las Vegas, after 2 days, make us feel like this? Nobody wants to stay in Vegas another day. The problem is you can't use the 5 laws of engagement to exploit us. It makes us feel pretty crappy. So instead, you should try to use the 5 laws to help us be better people. And what does that look like? Well, maybe you can leverage community to help fund a new idea. Or maybe you can leverage self-expression to help build a knowledge site for the entire world. Or maybe you could reward us with exclusive access to designer goods, even if it's just for one night. Maybe you could reward us for learning, like learning how to code. Maybe you can inspire us with rich visual imagery to go someplace new. Or maybe you can target our curiosity to try to solve some of the world's biggest problems. So I'm so excited to see how you guys apply the 5 laws, not to exploit us, but to help us be better people.